Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to the Real Long Walk. And as I've said before, so let's immediately get in a boat and not walk. Hopefully everybody's having a pretty good week so far. It's Tuesday, which is kind of sort of the middle of the week. Sort of, I guess, depending on... Yeah, kind of. Wednesday's actually the real middle of the week, but it's... Depending on when you watch this, it could be the middle of the week or the versions of the middle of the week, the beginning of the middle. The begin mid, something like that. I'm absolutely not sure what I'm talking about at all. I do hope you're having a good day though, regardless of when you watch this and when you believe you're watching this. If you are indeed watching this, I've recording this kind of early in the morning. I've been kind of busy as far as YouTube goes so far. I'm going to have a brand new series come out this morning. Or, well, not this morning, but sometime today. It might be closer than that time. I'm not really sure when. Yeah, I mentioned it in a video before. I started playing the Novelist. Had a pretty good time with it with what I played. Pretty intriguing game so far. But just here. I think that was my mom coughing. I think she's okay. She has what is it? Not influenza. Emphysema? Yeah, that's the word, isn't it? Sort of like COPD. So I think maybe emphysema is COPD. I'm really not sure. I have a terrible memory. I can't remember what the doctor tells me about me half the time, so I have trouble remembering about exactly what they've said at the doctor for her. I know that well, I just got off of topic really fast. Wow, that went off topic at the speed of light. Yeah, she has some pretty bad respiratory problems. I hear her coughing a lot through the middle of the night. She sneezes a lot sometimes. Don't know if that's connected to it. She just sometimes sneezes pretty bad. But yeah, the Novelist. That's what I started to talk about before I heard that. Yeah, pretty good game so far from what I played. I recorded 2 episodes of it and really enjoyed it. It's more of it's quite the exploration game. It's not got any combat, nothing like that. Would be quite a crazy game if it was called The Novelist and it was a combat game. Don't make me stab you with this pencil. This pencil has the blood of many writers on it. Charles Dickens stabbed the guy, then wrote A Tale of Two Cities with this pencil. Yeah, not quite like that, but yeah, it's about a family. The main guy who is a novelist. The game is named after him. I mean, yeah, after his profession. He's having some writer's block issues, which I can relate to since I've written some and haven't written in quite a while. Yeah, it's about the family. He's got his wife, and they got a son, and it's not exactly the best of situations at the moment in it. So yeah, it deals with real life stuff. I just looked at the compass to make sure I'm going in the right direction. I'm glad I am, because I sure haven't been checking it. Oh, I need to remember to shear some sheep. Top off my wool. And somehow it seems like it fixed itself. The generation of the world, where it's not generating just endless oceans anymore. Well, that could have been a bad idea. Oh, another pink sheep. Pink sheep. Oh, ow. Oh my gosh. I have lost all motor skills with the pink sheep. Your allure has made me incapable of coordination. Oh wait, no, that's me. As me normal. Okay, never mind. Actually, as me all the time. Mr. Uncoordination. A lot of times they can't read my writing when I write Mr. Uncoordination because I'm terribly coordinated. Cool. Just kind of pass that up. I was like, ooh, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Okay, just leave it now. No fanfare. Just leave. Yeah, deals with some pretty real issues in the game. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, it's some real issues. Do with marriage, with kids, those sorts of things. With finances and a job, and yeah, I like this so far though. What I played, I have a feeling I'm going to probably finish it up pretty quick. It's not supposed to be a terribly long game from what I remember in the description. To be honest, I don't see how a game like that would be too terribly long. I would think it would lose interest. You know, a game like that would lose some interest if yeah, I should say it would be easy to lose interest in a game if that lasted too long. I don't know if I'd quite put it as a I don't know if I'd put it as a walking simulator. I'll clarify it for that. I was just thinking about that. Though as I was saying that, one of the YouTubers who I watch, I've mentioned him several times before, Mr. Jim freaking Sterling. I could say that name differently. He would be fine with me saying it a little bit stronger. He's got a T-shirt that says that. Seriously, he does. I'm not gonna buy that T-shirt. I've actually asked, hey, if I wore this to work, would I get fired? And the answer was, most likely. Of course, I probably wouldn't wear it to work, but yeah, I don't think I'd want to have a shirt that says an F word in it. Ow. But anyway, yeah, he does a thing called the Jimquisition, where he just talks about topics in the video game industry. And he had recently played a game called Everyone's Going to the Rapture, which was a walking simulator type game, kind of like never played it, but there's a game I've heard about called Dear Esther. There's a game called Gone Home, which I didn't play myself, but I did watch Good Borderfist play that one, and also the Stanley Parable, which I have played, and I highly endorse that game. Play it if you haven't. Yeah, I can't say very many more good things about the Stanley Parable than play it and please enjoy. But yeah, he was talking about, you know, games that are very, you know, that are more slim on mechanics can get boring faster if the, you know, if the, you know, the developers aren't careful, you know, which is definitely understandable. You know, nothing wrong with a simple game, but I mean, if it's too simple, then yeah, it'd be incredibly easy to get bored with it, unless the story is really good or engaging, that sort of thing. And I mean, I don't know if you'd really classify the Novelist as what could be a walking simulator. I don't quite think you could. You do influence the story the way it is. Basically, the way that the game works is you wander through the house, and you try to uncover what the problems are with the family. You can go inside their thoughts, which is a strange thing to do, but you can do it. Find out what's troubling them and try to make it better. And somehow you can make the choice on who gets what they want. It's kind of, you can't choose, for everybody to have what they want, but you can choose who to have what they want. So it is a degree of decision making, and I think from the little bit that I played that it does, the decisions you make, I think, affects later in the game. So yeah, I mean, it's actually making decisions that are very important for the game. So it's got that element to it. I enjoyed what I played. I did. So, but I do think that if it goes on for, the game is 4 hours plus, it could get, unless the drama ramps up, along with it, then 4 plus hours could make it get a little bit tedious and boring. So I can't say if that happens yet. But I probably will record more of it tonight and possibly get the whole series done well in advance. Ooh, big mountain. So yeah, be looking forward to that. That'll come out sometime today. I'll probably have this. This will probably go up first. I probably need to make a schedule. That's something I don't do. And I know that the successful YouTubers, they set a schedule and they go by it. Like this goes up this day at this time. Excuse me, had a little bit of a burp there. It's probably another unprofessional thing I do. It's just burp. I try not to burp loud when I'm recording. I don't want to lie. I have to add when I'm recording. When I'm not recording, I can let the walls rattle. Or I have let the walls rattle. I know back at one point I lived in an apartment next to my cousin, and my mom said something about, yeah, she said that she heard you burp last night. I'm like, cool. I communicated through the wall with a burp. Yeah, I should probably come up with a schedule, but I just don't. I just publish videos whenever I publish them. I get them. I tend to get most of them uploaded in the early half of the day, or even the day before, depending on what it is. And then I just like, oh yeah, I need to put that video up. And then just, go enter information, publish it off. Dang it. Dad doing it. We're gonna swim some. We haven't swam for a very long extent. For an extent, just some spotty islands with swamp trees. Okay, I think that's the beach over there. Yeah, just haven't come up with a schedule. I've got a schedule that I work, in my brain with for the day, but I don't, as far as what time of day, I don't ever really bother with that. The only time I really do that is when I coordinate with Tonic, and we normally coordinate about 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 or 10 in the morning. That's a good time for both of us to schedule a video. So beyond that, mostly that's just so we can both get our video up at the same time. So folks can, if they want to see the alternate perspective, they can do that. Or if they want to do the crazy thing and have both videos up at once, I think there's players where people can do that. They can do that. But anyway, well, yeah, I should come up with a schedule. I do tend to. I record a lot of stuff on the day of, and a lot of times I just record when I feel like it. So that's kind of a thing too, I can't absolutely guarantee, yeah, I'm going to be in a great mood in order to record, I don't want to record when I'm like, whatever. Especially for something like this, anyway. Yeah. Speaking of getting on a roll of recording, I didn't say anything like that, actually. that was an improper segue, and I apologize. Speaking of improper segues, talking about recording a lot here lately and being on a bit of a roll, having fun with it. I've got an idea for a future series that I wouldn't mind some input on if folks want to give me that. I'll use that in a moment. Yeah, I've got an idea for a series. There's a pretty big genre of game called roguelike or roguelites. I'm not really sure the absolute definition of both of those, but they're games where they're games like Spelunky or Rogue Legacy, Binding of Isaac, Pixel Piracy, those types of games where the game is different every time you play it, and you only get one life. Got one life to live, like the soap opera. I think it's the name of a soap opera. That may be incorrect. And I'm thinking of calling it something like a month of whatever. If I play Spelunky, which I'm probably not going to do. I've already got a few videos of Spelunky up, and so I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably not going to start off with it anyway if I do play it. But it would be a month of like Spelunky. And every day would be me tackling the game. I would start at the beginning of it and see how far I go. And some episodes will be very short. And some episodes might be kind of longer. And if I want to play games that I haven't really played before, so I can start off not great, and then see if 30 or 31 days is enough for me to be not total crap at it. A game like that might be a good way to enhance my coordination. Possibly. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. I'm highly considering doing that. Uh, I haven't ever played it. Actually played it. I watched Mac play it. A game called Pixel Piracy, but it's got roguelike elements where you start a pirate and you go do adventures and then you die and you hope you do okay. You see how long you go. I think I put those in the. I think I put that in the wrong order. You hope you do okay and then you die, but hopefully you know what you're doing better next time and can make better decisions. I'm not sure if some games. There's a game called Rogue Legacy where you can uh, enhance the strength of your future ancestors. That's what they actually are. You keep. I guess the guy's like, yeah, I'm going on a venture. You want to bear my child, so that the guy can continue who's playing this game, and she's like, sure, and so they go in there and die. Actually, or maybe the child is born beforehand because your characters can be female. So I guess maybe the child is born before they go off on the adventure. I don't know. I haven't actually overly thought that game, but that's how it works. And you gather gold, and you can buy and upgrade rooms in the castle. That way, your offspring will continue to be stronger in the future. Now, some games have an element like that. Some games aren't like that. They just just learn from your mistakes and don't screw up this time. like Spelunky. But yeah, that might be a fun thing to do. I think it'll be fun to do. I will probably record in advance. I think I'm going to start it next month, September. And I may in a few days record 3, 4, 5 episodes. See how well I like it. If I think I'm going to like that. And if so, you might want to expect it next month. I've got a few games like that that I've picked up, and I've never actually played. I've got a game called Our Darker Purpose, which could be a very good game to play for Halloween. It's got kind of a spooky atmosphere, like a haunted school or something. Got a game called I've got Spelunky and Rogue Legacy, like I've already mentioned. Got a game called Vertical Drop Heroes. I think I have that game. I feel like I've got several other games like that I've gotten either in a bundle or bought really cheap. So yeah, be looking forward to that. Let me know what you think, if that could be an interesting idea. And while we're on solid land, I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. Let's see how far we have traveled. 435,869. Pretty good way we're going now. Even with the land, we're making pretty decent progress. So I do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Farewell.